guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to start a beginner friendly series on Layton Lakes. So the way that this series is going to work is we are going to have a different species of animals each episode that we focus on. Those species will be species that are on the map. So Layton Lakes in this case. I will be talking through drink times, fur variants, zone times, what weapons you can use to shoot them, where to shoot them so you get insta kills, where to shoot them so you get vital kills. So yeah, however, in this first episode, I am going to be giving you the basics of the game. Now, for this to be a beginner friendly series, I am actually going to hit new game. So that as a new player, this is what your map will look like. Also, I will be using DLC weapons. However...
You made it here in one piece. Welcome to the untamed wild. Name's Colton Locke, but everyone calls me Doc. I'm the warden up here, and I know just about every nook and cranny of this place. I heard this is your first time in the Pacific Northwest and Lake District. Well, this here's the best hunting reserve you'll find in 100 miles. I've been hunting here my whole life, and I still don't get tired of this place.
Okay, so now we are in the map. Oh, yeah, in the map. Now, if we open the map up by pressing M, it shows us the entire map of Layton Lakes. Now, you will notice these green circles with binoculars. You really want to unlock these first before you do any hunting, as these are lookout towers, and you want to unlock these because they will open up outposts. So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to click it with my left mouse, and it says place waypoint. So there you go. So now it's showing us that it's 601 meters away. So we're going to head there. So we're going to put auto walk on by pressing G. And then to run, if we hit caps lock, we can run. So we're going to head towards this outpost. When I get there, I will come back to you guys. Alright, so we have got to the first lookout tower. So we're going to go up these steps all the way to the top. Alright, so then you're going to see this map. So if we click E to survey, okay, so we have a lookout point unlocked, new locations added to the map, and we got 100 XP. Okay, so if we open the map now, okay, so now we've got these green circles with houses. These are our outposts. And these are very important because this is where you sleep, and this is where you can get ammo, guns, bows, weapons. You can also get, if you have the DLC, the ATVs out of it. If you do not have access to these outposts, you will not be able to hunt. So it's very, very important before you do anything at all, you go and unlock at least one. However, I would recommend, and this is what we're going to be doing through this playthrough, I would recommend that you unlock the entire map before you shoot a single animal. That way you have access to the entire map, which means you will have access to all sorts of different species, because not all species are in the same area. You have to go elsewhere. So, before we shoot a single animal, we are going to unlock this entire map. Now, the good thing with this also, by unlocking the entire map, it does give you XP points. Okay, so we are here. Really. And I will come back to you when we get there. Alright, so we are now approaching this outpost. Again, these outposts are so important because this is the only place that you can sleep and the only place that you can reload up with ammo. Okay, so you're going to come to this, you're going to see this big pole and a greenhouse. So if you walk over to it and press E to claim, you will see these storage lockers, and now you are able to sleep in the house. So if we go inside, there is a bed, and you walk up to it and press rest. We're not going to do it yet because we don't need to and we don't have any money. You also get 100 XP for unlocking these outposts. So if we go into profile card, see, we're up to 300 XP already and we haven't even shot a single animal. So then we can open the storage locker and you've got all of the store stuff. You can buy weapons, ammo, you've got your own storage. Okay, so now we've unlocked 1 lookout tower and 2 houses. So now we can oh, and also if you have the outposts unlocked, if you click one and you can go to fast travel and it will take you right to that outpost. It doesn't cost you anything. It's an easier way of moving around the map. So now we're going to head over to this lookout point, which is 1.93 kilometers away. So I'm going to do a little bit of walking and I will come back to you when we're a little bit closer. Alright, so we have reached our second lookout tower. And there was a black bear. Alright, so again, we're going to go up these steps. All the way to the top. And again, here's the map, and we're going to survey the area. Alright, so I'm going to come back to you once we get to this house. Alright, so we are almost up to this house. And we will get this one unlocked. So again, same thing. This big pole has a house on it. We go up to it and just press claim. Storage lockers are now there. That is now our house. So something else I do want to mention on the maps. You'll see these question marks. Now, if you place a waypoint, and we'll go towards this one, which is only 175 meters away. So it should just be over here. Yep. And this one, in fact, is a hunting stand. So if you have the money, you can build this. And essentially, it's a blind for when you hunt. But we will talk about these in a different episode. But these question marks all over the map can all be different things. So I've marked this second one. We will go and see what this one is, and I will be right back. Okay, so we are about 60, well, we're getting closer to this other question mark. And again, it's another hunting stand. But now, if you see where the question marks were, now we've got hunting stands. Now, this one here was one that I actually did open accidentally, and it was a point of interest. So you never know until you get to them what they may be. Okay, so we do now have a skill point, so I will talk to you about the skill point. So if you press escape and then press skills, it brings up your skill menu. You can pick between Stalker and Ambusher. And they've got different skills that you can buy as you level up. Now, unlike some games, you cannot unlock every single one of these. You have to pick and choose your skills very carefully for what you as a hunter are wanting to do. So, I like to be able to see what information on the animals that I'm spotting. So I always do ambusher first, and I can't click on this one because this is tier 1. So the first thing that I have to do is unlock this one. Now when I have another skill point, I'll be able to spot an animal. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, guys, is I'm going to go up to this next lookout tower, and I will unlock this off camera. If anything happens or if anything shows up, I will come straight back. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. So this is one of these question marks, and I've just travelled here, and if we press E to inspect it, it tells us that it's a point of interest called the Trickster. And we got 100 XP for that. Alright, so I am travelling to this waypoint. Now, as you can see, it's nighttime. And the only issue with playing the game this way by unlocking the map is either you're going to have to just go to an outpost and sit there until it becomes day because we have no money to fast forward time, or do what I'm doing and travel during the night. Now, the nice thing is we do have a torch that we don't have to pay for. It just comes. So if you press L on the keyboard, you've got a torch. Alright, so I'm going to carry on unlocking the map. And I will come back to you if anything interesting happens. Alright, so we have completed almost the entire right hand side. The only one I haven't done is this one because it's very hard to get to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this one once we've come across here. It will probably be, well, it will be much easier to get to that way. So now we're going to do like this middle section. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we are almost done with level 2. So I'm going to fast travel to here. So then we're going to put our marker onto here. And you will notice I haven't done very many of these question marks. We will do that when we've unlocked all of the outposts. Makes it much easier that way. So it's this way. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start unlocking, and I will come back to you when we are level 3. Alright, so we are just claiming this outpost. It's still nighttime. It is starting to be like dawn now. But we now have a perk point. So what I was wanting to show you. So I always start out with the rifle perks because that's what I always tend to shoot with. So we have to buy the first perk, which unlocks the ability to ready your next shot without leaving aim mode for rifles, shotguns, and handguns. Now, some of these perks do go for all weapons. So what I do is I'll do the first one on this one, I'll do the first one on this one, the first one on this one, and the first one on this one. Actually, I won't with the bows, but everything else I'll always do the first one, and then I'll look at them in a little bit more detail. So again, I always start with this, and then really we do want to unlock this one as well as soon as possible. Okay, so what I'm going to go and do now is I'm going to continue unlocking the map. I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lookout towers to unlock. So I'm going to get this unlocked, and I will come back to you either when we level up or when this is all unlocked, other than the question mark.
Go ahead, look around. There's a lot to discover around here. Not just the big game. Let's see what you can do. Try to find an animal track around here.
Okay. So this is going to be our first animal. And I'm actually going to go to this house here. Alright. I already hear an animal calling. But we need to locate an animal trap. And the best way to do that is down by the river. Okay, we've got tracks. Now we just need to find an animal. It doesn't matter what animal we shoot, as long as we just shoot a animal. Alright, so we are on the trail of a turkey. Which is right there. I may have just got it. Yes, I did. Okay, so when you shoot an animal and this purple splodge appears, that means that the animal is dead. Okay, and our first animal was a female turkey.
If you want to get your bearings, there are lookout points spread out all over the reserve.
Okay. Okay, so we have to visit a lookout point. And lo and behold, we have one here, which is 636 meters. So we'll do this mission, and then I think that will do us for this episode. There's a lot of information in this first episode, and in the second episode, we'll be doing more of the missions and learning more how the game works. Alright, so here we are at the lookout point. So we will go up here. I know we've already unlocked it, but I think we can resurvey again. So that should complete the mission.
Would you look at that
There we
view?
go.
Never gets old, I'm telling you. From up here, you can see a lot of great hunting spots in the area. Topeka was an important area to the indigenous population before the frontier expansion and smallpox epidemic. The descendants have a reservation elsewhere today, but the reserve has worked with them to raise some totem monuments to honor these grounds. Be sure to stop by one of the outposts. You can find pretty much anything you need there.
Alright, so our next mission is visit an outpost, which is perfect because that is where we will leave this episode. So we'll go and see this one. There we go. And the
Nice
mission
place,
is complete.
right? You won't find a soft bed in many parts around here. Don't forget to stock up before heading out.
Alright guys, so that brings us to the end of our first episode, and we are going to turn it to morning because we actually have money. There we go, perfect. Alright guys, I will see you in the next episode where we complete some more of the missions. If you're
Hey
enjoying
there,
this...
you know that guy I mentioned earlier, Hope? Well, looks like he's been having a bit of a problem lately. He's been camping out over at Balmont a couple weeks, but coming back last night, he found his camp turned on its head. Some food was taken, and apparently the place looked like it had been really messed with. I don't know if it was an animal or some tourist troublemakers, but I'm up in Topeka all day and can't look into it. Listen, I know you probably have other plans, but you're in the right neck of the woods, and I'd sure be grateful if you could just stop on by and have a look.
Okay, so if you're enjoying this series, please like and subscribe. And in episode 2, I guess we
Hope
need to
showed
go
up here 2 years ago. Said something about getting off the grid. I heard he lost his family in an accident while he was deployed overseas in the Army. Hit the poor guy hard. I guess out here you only need to look out for yourself. It's easier that way. Not the most cheerful fella, to be honest, but he's earned his peace for sure. Let's find out whoever did this.
Okay, so I guess in episode 2 we will be dealing with Hope's camp. Thank you for watching and goodbye.